G'day everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today on the board we have this little MXR Classic 108 Fuzz. Now this is a fuzz face. It sounds like a fuzz face, but it has a little trick up its sleeve, which is a buffer button, so you can put something in front of it like a wah pedal, because originally the fuzz faces hated having anything in front of them at all. They just needed the guitar plugged into them, and this takes care of that problem. Plus, as you can see by the other two standard size pedals beside it, it's in a tiny little form factor, so you can just slot an extra fuzz onto your board any way you like it. It's way easier than grabbing like a, you know, big round fuzz face. This has been put into a tiny little box, so good job, MXR. Well done. Right, so today I'm just going into the katana. Bit of reverb. Now, so with the fuzz all the way down and the volume all the way up, you can actually push the front of your amp a little bit and get more dirt out of it. Which is awesome. I'm just going to get that back to about unity. Even on the lowest fuzz setting, it's still a little bit of dirt in there. All right. Just going to go through all the drive settings where you can see how much fuzz this bad boy's actually got. Not much difference at all until you get around past 12 o'clock. Adds a bit more girth, a bit more bottom end to your signal. Then once you get around to sort of 3 o'clock, things really kick in. And then from 3 o'clock to all the way up to maximum, there's a pretty big jumping gain. Right, I'm just going to roll my volume off now and just see how much it cleans up. I will, in fairness to the pedal, just drop the gain back a little bit. I'm picking a little bit lighter too, just in case you're wondering. will try it with the gain all the way up just for shits and giggles. Well, I got the gain all the way up. It's actually really responsive to your picking and your volume. So just like a good old fuzz face should be. So that's awesome. Right. But just while I'm here, I'm just going to show you the difference between the buffer on and off. So I've got the Polytune in front of it, which does have a buffer in it. So it's like having a wah pedal or anything else in front of it. You are going to muck around with an old fuzz face. It is going to upset the signal. So by hitting the buffer button and having it on, it brings back all your top end and all that sort of stuff. You can hear how muffled it is when you turn that buffer button off. So having that additional button on there really lets it play nicely with anything in front of it, like a wah pedal or a tuner or whatever else you've got. Even if you just got a separate buffer pedal, it'll make the MXR 108 Fuzz play much nicer with it. Now, it's only 2 knob pedals, so there's not much else I can do, but what I am going to do is I'm going to show you what it's like through a much more dirty amp. So now I've flicked the Boss Katana Artist Mark II over to a dirtier channel. I'm going to use it as a boost first with the fuzz all the way down and the volume all the way up. That is super awesome. There you go. A tiny little pedal board friendly fuzz face by MXR. So MXR is owned by Jim Dunlop. Jim Dunlop make the little round fuzz faces now. Anyway, so thanks MXR for sending us this. We really appreciate your support. And the Jim Dunlop family of companies, this is pretty awesome. And having a little buffer button on it there makes it nice and flexible. So really, in theory, you can stick it anywhere in your chain. If you're a shoegazer, you know, you should be able to stick it absolutely anywhere. Stick a delay and a reverb in front of it and have all that going into it if you're into shoegaze to get those really big, epic, you know, droney sort of sounds. So that's awesome that they've thought of that. So that's cool. So yeah, you can run it as a good old-fashioned fuzz face at the very start of your chain. Just put your guitar into it, or you can run it wherever you like thanks to that buffer button. That's awesome. Sounds pretty good into a clean channel. Sounds really yummy into a dirty channel. Well, I think so anyway. But there you go. MXR Classic 108 Fuzz. Thanks for tuning in. If you've got this far, you may as well hit the like and subscribe button. We really appreciate it. And it's absolutely fucking free to use. So don't be a tight ass. Stab that button for us. That'd be amazing. All right. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.